Excuse me. Okay. I've been watching videos and stuff, doing the internet, watching people on the internet since about 2007. Well, when the internet started, I was on it. But as far as YouTube and that sort of thing, it's been about 2007. I'm also 56 years old. I'll pretty soon be 57. And as you get older, you learn to read people better. Um, Someone could be saying one thing but meaning another. You kind of pick up on these things. You get pretty good when someone's being lying to you, or when they're not lying but when they're holding something back. Little things like this, because just so many interactions over your life, you just pick these things up quicker most of the time, and you also learn a lot more about yourself. The last person on this planet you want to lie to is you. Um, you got a weakness over here, if this is a temptation for you over here, whatever the case is, you got to be on that. You can't be lying to yourself about that stuff, and then act accordingly. But years and years on the internet, watching people speak and do their thing or whatever. My cat trying to break in. When I used to really watch a lot of Christianity stuff on YouTube, and these channels would come up and they'd point the finger at this guy and say, this is blasphemy, this is heresy, this is someone you need to stay away from, and all kind of, the whole group, the whole tide would start turning against this individual. And I'm an idiot. I don't know. I'm thinking, okay, you got to stay away from that person. Only to find out maybe a month later or something, I'll find a video and it happens to be this guy, and I'm like, I totally agree with this person. This is my people. And so I've done that before, where someone will say something. Maybe it's someone I've respected here on YouTube. They say, hey, you avoid this channel, or these people are wrong about prepping or something, or politics or whatever, or this individual's bad. Only to find out later that that's the person I'm actually aligned with. So I've made it a point the past couple of years, if someone starts pointing someone out, avoid this individual here. If it's something I'm interested in, I immediately go and check them out. Not just because it might be someone that I align with. Hey, okay, let's see this guy's opinion of the same thing that I'm thinking or whatever. And I've had that happen more often than not. Because I always knew I'm an oddball. I'm an outlier, whatever the case, whatever they want to call me. I get it. I've been thrown out of more packs than I'll ever be invited to. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, okay, she's the blonde gal, congresswoman or whatever, and you hear about her all the time because she's a talker. She gets out there and she says things. And I'd heard of her before. She'd been on Alex Jones, took a lot of heat for that. And I really don't follow any politicians, at least not for too long. I followed Dan Crenshaw for a while. That ship sunk. But I don't follow a whole lot of... I'm following this guy Luttrell on Instagram. The other Luttrell's brother, he's I think a congressman out of Texas. And we'll see what happens there. He's a new guy, so... But he seems to say the right things. I'm trying if there's anyone else. I can't think of another politician that I might be. When I say following, people think you're worshiping him. It's just following along. I'm going to see what they have to say, for whatever reason. A lot of people hate this Marjorie Taylor Greene. A lot of people like her too, but a lot of people give her a lot, especially a lot of Republicans and this and that. Okay, people that are kind of on my side of the fence are really pointing the finger at this gal. And I hear what she says in little tidbits here and there. And I don't know what did it. There was something she had said, or she was on an interview, and compelled me to go to Instagram and follow her there, because she was going to talk about something more later on, and I wanted to catch it. And so this has been 7-8 months ago, and I've been following on Instagram, and she posts a lot, 3-4 times a day on Instagram. Mind you, I've been told, she's a loose cannon or whatever the case is. Says things, does another, whatever. But I got to admit, since then, and I'm not saying I can't vote for her. She's not my thing or whatever. She's not said a thing I disagree with. Matter of fact, she's the only politician. Now, mind you, I'm not following others to see what they're posting. She's the only politician that I see who really means it when she says stop spending. Votes against every tax, votes against every country bailout, send money here, send money there, whatever the case is. And, why are we doing this? Why are we working their border and not working our own? Kind of thing. She's not said anything that I disagree with. And there's a lot of people who I consider myself kind of aligned with who just hammer her. She's part of that, I think, no, she wasn't part of that Getz deal. Anyhow, she supported this new guy, Johnson, this speaker. And now she's hammering him because he's just like the rest of them. It's just, the system is broke. It ain't going to get fixed. But this Marjorie Taylor Greene, once again, she's like a pit bull. She's going back at these guys. Now, granted, she could be saying all these things, loading all these things up on the internet, statements, but not performing them. She could just be a BSer. There's a lot of, we're going to do this, this, and this, and really not doing it. So I do not know what her actual behavior is. So I'm not saying that this gal's got it nailed down, but she's saying things that other Republicans won't even say. They don't have the courage to even stand up for what they used to be standing up for. Kind of thing, which blows my mind. And that goes back, I think they don't want to be extreme, which right now the only way you could get elected is to be extreme. That's how it's our situation right now. And you see a lot of these women in politics doing that. Call them a firebrand or whatever. Anyhow, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I'm not telling you to go there. My reason for this video is, I might say, oh, this is bad, this person this, or you might see people that are big influencers on you that say, oh, yeah, stay away from that, stay away from this. Go check it out. Go check it out. Yeah, go check it out, because you never know. This might, not that we should, I'm pulling less and less from any individual on the internet, other than DIY stuff, engine stuff, motorcycle stuff, this thing. But anybody else, they're all so failed. I am a failed person, but these people have really mastered it. Because you don't know what their agenda is. It's about building a channel or whatever the case is. So it's mostly just entertainment. It's just entertainment. It's like Tucker Carlson. I'll watch him now because it's entertaining. I never watched him on Fox. I didn't watch Fox. I have a television. But that's pretty entertaining, that kind of stuff. But do I take it as, the truth? No, it's all BS. Everything's BS. But anyhow, if someone tells you, hey, stay away from this or that, don't be afraid to check it out, because it might be. You hear all these people talking about how bad TikTok is. And I don't need another platform. It's not my thing. Oh, TikTok's this. It's China getting your kids and all. That all may be true. I've also seen some people saying TikTok's the last place you get any real truth from real people, because it's wide open. And I remember when YouTube used to be that way. So there may be some truth to that. Maybe they're hammering TikTok so bad because that's where some real truth is coming from, or people are actually allowed to speak. But the reason of the video is if some influencer says, oh, avoid this person, go check them out. Make up your own mind, because that might be the person that you really get some good information from. And I see that again and again, which is kind of funny. Whereas it used to be, I'd kind of take someone's word, oh, okay, kind of deal. Anyhow, love you, God bless.